So Carolyn, I put a border around of my wildflower turf. One side works really well, and that's back here. But that side over there isn't doing the same thing. And so I think I've got two different climates in one little patch here. But how would I go about, and what kind of seeds would I plant to take care of different climates even?
You're quite right. I can see that you've got a different performance on both sides. And in fact, if you look, some flowers are doing better on one side than the other, which does suggest maybe microclimate, or on the side, on this side of the garden where things don't appear to be doing so well, you do have a lot of competition from ivy and other trees and so on, which will be pulling moisture out of the soil. But I think it is really important, the point you raise, that you need to have the right plant in the right place. So if you've got something that's where the conditions are dry and the ground is quite disturbed, you can plant some things like poppies and cornflowers. But you don't try and plant a poppy in the shade. It doesn't grow well. But the shade gives you the opportunity for plants like foxgloves and angelica. So if you've got shade, get shade-loving plants. If you've got a boggy area, find plants that, like primulas, that prefer wet conditions.
Right.
And I think what you'll find over time is that your garden's going to settle down, and that the plants that are happy on that side will flourish, and the plants that are happy on that side will flourish. And you can always top up with a bit of seed. If you source from a reputable supplier, they will be able to advise you. In fact, anybody can do a search on the internet. Just go onto the internet and ask a search engine, what wildflowers should I have for dry shade? And then you'll get advice. I think you got your wildflower turf from the company of that name, Wildflower Turf.
Yes,
which is which is in Reading. Which is in Basingstoke. That's local to Reading. Another good local supplier for seed is Chiltern Seed. So if you want to make sure you've got seeds of local provenance, there are local suppliers. Otherwise, of course, anyone can just walk into a garden centre and buy a packet of wildflower seeds and have a go.
Right.